One of the big hallmarks of the House Republican tax bill was what it was going to do to the multinationals. Three potential new taxes for the multinationals. One, any overseas earnings can see a tax rate of 12%. You see a 10% for high returns from foreign subsidiaries and 20% on any royalty payments companies make to foreign subsidiaries as well. So let's break it down with KBW policy analyst Brian Gardner. He joins us from Washington. Brian, there is some criticism that those in particular are not business friendly. What do you say?
Well, I mean, I think you can't look at it in a vacuum. It has to be taken in totality. And so you look at it with not just what the changes in policy are, but so the lower rate. So we live in a populous environment that if you're going to lower the rate, you're also going to have to smooth out some of the edges and broaden the tax base for U.S. political purposes. So, I guess you can point a finger at those and criticize them, but I think you have to look at the plan in its totality.
As John was laying out earlier in an editorial meeting, basically they're using multinationals as a way to fund their tax plan versus making the tax so great that companies have to stay in the U.S. That's a big distinction, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes back to the campaign themes of the Trump campaign. This kind of fits into the Making America Great. It fits into the economic nationalist theories that the administration pushes and its supporters push and its base push. So I think it's very consistent politically with that. And so, yeah, they're going to look to favor U.S. domestic and those activities that are conducted here in the United States. International cross-border are less in favor, less politically popular, and so are going to receive less favorable treatment in the tax code going forward. And the other thing that really struck me was the limit on the interest deductibility now coming in at 30% versus 100%. What's the first of all, is that going to happen? I mean, that's a huge pushback from corporate America as well as private equity. So when you look at what's in the bill and the different provisions, you look at them through two prisms. One is the political prism of what is popular, what's unpopular. The other is the budget. What raises revenue, what keeps money in the government's coffers, what takes it out. A limit on business interest deductibility is a huge revenue gainer. And so, yeah, I think it's staying in. There could be a debate on how exactly it's structured. Maybe the Senate goes in a different direction, although I actually suspect the Senate's probably pretty close in line to what the House proposed. But there's going to be some kind of limit. You can't lower corporate rates to 20% and leave current policy in place and not just totally blow out the deficit. So there's going to have to be give and take. This is one of the primary revenue generators on the corporate side.